Welcome back, everyone. We've got Wise Agent. We've got Camilla with us. We're going to go over lead tools, automation rules, lead rules. We're going to go
Yes.
over all of those amazing things. And maybe there might be a little secret there that Camilla will show. I'm not sure, but
Yes.
we'll see. How are you doing, Camilla?
Good. I'm good. I'm excited. We have a lot of fun things to go over today. Like you mentioned, automation, how to instantly connect with those prospects that are entering your database, and some sneak peek on some features that we have coming your way. So
That's what I
it'll be fun.
figured. I figured.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of that last week when I sat with Brandon. So
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. All right, everyone, let us know two things: where you're coming in from, city, state, country, all that good stuff, and are you a Wise Agent user, current user right now? So city, state, country, and say yes or no to Wise Agent. This way we can show you what's up anyway. But let's see what we
Yes.
got. Deb, I think you may be the only one frozen right now. I freeze in and out, so don't mind me. But other than that, all right, perfect. We're getting them all in. I see Ron Washington, Buckeye, Arizona. Yes.
We got
Andy,
Houston.
no. Yep. Good.
Jesse Gunn, Houston, Texas. Woo.
Nice. Camilla, where are you
Yeah.
coming out of?
Fountain Hills, Arizona. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. And I'm in
So
Ventura County, California. Let's get started. Where do we start with this?
yeah, definitely. Let's dive right in. I'm sure everyone's excited to see how to automate your business, how to follow up with those leads instantly, and also maybe how to get a few leads. Maybe you're struggling with getting more leads into your database. So, we're going to do a little sneak peek of that as well, how to capture more leads online, and some of the tools that Wise Agent already has built in to really help you stay top of mind and be really quick to connecting with these prospects that you're getting. So,
I
I'll go
like that.
ahead and yeah, if everyone's ready, I'll share my screen and dive right in.
We're ready.
And then awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off on the welcome dashboard here, making sure everyone can see my screen okay in Wise Agent. Awesome. So to get to the lead automation and the lead rules, we're gonna go over here under contacts, lead rules. So this is where you're gonna go to set everything up, whether you're connecting your leads from Facebook ads, your website. If you have open houses and those leads are coming into the system, that is how this is a page that you're going to go to set all of that up.
Got it.
So, yeah, so right here, down below here, you'll see all the different lead source providers that Wise Agent integrates with. As mentioned, Facebook ads, also open houses is another great way to, acquire new leads. Right now, I think is the perfect time to start planning out, how often you want to do those open houses. Maybe you didn't do as many last year and you want to do a lot more in
Mhm.
2026. An open house every weekend. We have landing pages for you where you can capture those attendees information and those leads automatically flow into the system as well. So that's one of the ways that you're getting leads into the system is our landing pages, capturing that information right from these templates that you can build out in Wise Agent. And then as soon as that lead comes into the system, they're going to
Yeah.
be added into your contact list and you're going to set up those triggers on how you want Wise Agent to interact with those leads. And it's all based off of the source that those leads are coming in from.
Got
So
it. Okay. I
yeah,
like that.
yeah. So right here from the screen, you're able to tell the system when a lead comes in from X, Y, and Z source. So let's say we're focusing on the open house. You can tell the system add this lead to a specific drip campaign. So instantly that
Mm.
follow-up program that you want to add your leads to so they're getting nurtured in your database. You can do that right here from the system. So I can say add to open house follow-up. And we have a lot of these drip campaigns built in the system for you already. So in your Wise Agent account, you don't even have to create the content. You can just come over here to marketing and then into your drip campaign section. And we have a follow-up program and plan that you can use depending on your lead type or your contact type. So you are able to choose based on the specific category of leads that you're working, the type of program that you want to add them to as well. So we already
I-
have that framework for you. Yeah.
Okay. That's very
Yes.
cool. So
Yeah.
regardless of where the lead is coming from, whether it's Facebook or an online lead, because I saw all those integrations, or
Yeah.
it's on a landing page, you can then go to where you showed me the lead routing rules and then determine what type of messaging gets to them based on where they're coming from.
Exactly. So you can do this for all the different lead sources that you have. As you
I
mentioned,
love
if you're
that.
running digital ads on Facebook, promoting your listings, maybe it's just an agent promotion ad. If you have, a website and you're capturing leads through, somebody scheduling a home tour or they want more
Mhm.
information on a property. However, these leads are flowing into your database, you can set up a unique set of triggers to go out to those leads based off of this source. So you can create that unique follow-up plan.
Can we also tag them a certain way if they're coming in from like for example, the landing page that you created for open houses? Every
Yes.
single lead that comes through, I'm gonna tag them open house, right? Specifically for, let's see, what is this? 12 Boulder Street.
Hmm.
So I can tag them
Exactly.
12 Boulder Street, and then I could then go in and be like, "Okay, how many of these did I actually convert to an actual client?" So that I can track better and be like, "Oh, all my open houses are doing amazing," or "All my open houses suck because I suck," or something like that.
Exactly. No, that's a great way of doing it. You definitely want to add those different categories to your clients and labels. So we call them categories in Wise Agent. I know other platforms may be labels, tags, whatever it may be. You want to add that to your contacts as soon as they enter the system. So then when you go back to run those reports and really see, hey, how did I do the first quarter with my open houses? And you can pull up a list of all of those contacts that you acquired through an open house because you added that tag. So great tip there. You want to add that tag of open house because now when I go to my contact list, I can not only filter by the source, which is where did I acquire that lead is going to be the source name. So 12 Boulder Street is the actual open house, but this lead is also going to be filtered through the category of open house as well. So you can add that here.
That's awesome. I think that
Yeah.
helps us a lot more in general if we're tracking exactly where all of our leads are coming from. So we can then go back and say, is that lead source actually working for me? Right?
Exactly.
Or if it's not, is it me? Am I the problem? Am I terrible at talking to people? Or is it the actual lead source? Right?
Exactly. And yeah. Yeah, and that's another part of, the lead automation and the lead rules. When you connect those lead sources in Wise Agent, you'll get that reporting to see your lead count by source. So you'll be
Mm,
able to see that on the dashboard too, and I can show that later on where you can actually go in and pull a report for those leads coming in from a
yes.
specific source.
I want to see that later for sure. Bob has a question. How did you
Yeah.
get to the lead management page?
Oh, great question, Bob. I was moving pretty fast there. So, on the left-hand side on your navigation bar, you're going to click on Contacts. And then from the Contacts menu, you're going to click on Lead Rules, which takes you to this lead management page. So, that is where you'll be able to see all the different lead sources that we integrate with down here below. And this is where you would set up those automated lead triggers based on the source. So, once you connect your lead sources, so step one is connecting your lead sources or setting up those landing pages for your open house, or even setting up your website. And then
Mhm.
once you have that set up, then you want to create that lead rule, so then you can have, before everything goes live, you can have that follow-up plan already set up on the back end.
Perfect. And if we're
So
moving too fast for anyone, which we may, but remember, we've only got about 30 minutes. This is being recorded. So it's currently running live into our YouTube channel for Lab Code Agents. So once we're done here, you can go there, you can slow it down, and then you can turn on the captions there or pause it. And then what I would recommend is also have your Wise Agent account open. And if you're going to do the 14-day trial or whatever trial we've got, um, have that, have it open and be like, how does this all work? So we can follow Camilla at the same time. That's how I would do it.
definitely, yeah, yes. Yeah, so once you land on this page, Over here on the right-hand side where it has this plus sign is where you can go to create a lead rule. So again, this is where you click to add the lead rule. And then this is where you set your source of where my leads are coming in from. So once you have, that Facebook ad connected
Mhm.
and you want to set up that lead rule, you would select the source for that Facebook ad. Then from here, you can tell the system, add any of my Facebook ad leads to a drip campaign. And maybe this specific Facebook ad is a buyer ad that I'm running. So I know that I want to add them to a new lead 10-day conversion plan for buyers.
Mm,
Then I want to add them to
okay.
a potential buyer category. So potential buyer, and maybe digital ads as another category. And then another thing that I want to do is every month, I want to make sure that I'm sending them my monthly newsletter because that's where I do my monthly updates.
Yep.
So I'm going to add them to that monthly newsletter category. So again, right here from this lead rule page is where you're going to set up those automated categories that you want to add to your contacts that are coming in from a
Mm,
specific source. So those tags and those
perfect.
labels, so you can stay organized and easily segment your audience when you go to do marketing.
I like that.
Yeah. From here, you can also set up an automated email notification. So you're getting notified instantly so you don't miss a lead. So if you're out on the field, you will still get notified by the system letting you know, hey, you just got a Facebook ad lead. This is their information. So the purpose of the lead rules isn't to take away that human connection, but is to give you back time. So when you are with, a client or you're working on, you're writing up a contract, the system is just working on the back end. This isn't to replace you following up with that lead later, but to make sure you're not missing that 5-minute window of instantly connecting with those new leads because we know that's the sweet spot.
Yeah, very, very good point. I think the key isn't to convert people when you're talking to them if they're coming in from Facebook, Google, PPC, or wherever. It's not to convert those leads. It's just to connect with them and hear them out to see what they're doing, so you know how to tweak their search on your website or whatever you're going to be sending them. Just know that. That's what Camilla's saying.
Exactly. Yeah. So then you can also set up an automated email response from here too. So if you want that email response to go out, like Tristan was saying, and this way you can get a little better idea of where they're at, like how soon are they looking to move? Are they wanting to schedule an appointment, book a consultation with you? You can include a link here to, Calendly or to an appointment scheduler if you want to include that link here in your instant response now. So there's a call to action of like, hey, thanks so much for your inquiry. Let's get connected. Here's the next step. So you want to add some value in your responses that you're sending. So it's not just a thanks so much for your inquiry. It's like, here's the next steps. This is guiding them on what to do next.
I like that. All right, so now this is all set up. From here, do we want to, or can we from here also set up the drip campaigns that are going to go out that we've already built? Do we be like, hey, after the first text and first email that goes out, make sure to put them on this drip? Or do we have to go in and click that ourselves?
Yeah, no, that is on this lead rule page. You can also set that up right here instantly. So as soon as that text and email trigger, a drip campaign is going to be added to that client based off of the drip campaign that you set here on this tab here. So
Perfect. And
right.
then where would I go to create those so I can choose it from that screen?
Awesome. So in order to have those drip campaigns appear here, you'll need to go to the marketing menu in your Wise Agent account. So right here where it says marketing on the left-hand side on your navigation bar, you're going to go to drip campaigns. And then from this screen here is where you can select a stock drip campaign or create a custom program from scratch. So you can choose from the Wise Agent stock campaigns, and then you can choose between whether it's a buyer, a seller. So depending on where your lead source is from, I know we talked a lot about buyers, but maybe if you're looking for more listings and you're running a listing ad on Facebook, you also have the option to choose from our seller drip campaigns to add some of your listing leads to a drip campaign automatically as soon as they enter the
Mm.
system.
So where would you recommend that everyone here start when it comes to creating their own drips? Would you recommend they look at what Wise Agent has and then use those, tweak those, or would you want them to start from scratch and add them? Where would you say they should start?
That's a great question. I would definitely recommend starting with one of our stock campaigns, and even with the whole lead rules, because it's a new feature for some people. They've never set up automations with
Yeah,
follow up.
true.
They've never set triggers to automatically go out, and maybe they're not running any ads currently. So I would my ideal use case for the lead rules is an open house. You should be doing open houses, or the way that you can set that up here is first you would create your landing page. So under marketing, you'd go to the
Mm,
landing pages in Wise Agent, and we already have these open house templates built out for you. So you don't even have to create it. It's a template. You kind of go in there and plug in the details of the specific property that the open house is for. So right here, you can preview this open house and that template, and then you can make adjustments to it and even add a picture of your specific listing on the back end. So first step for an open house follow-up is create that landing page. Once this landing page is created, what you're going to do with it is at an open house, you're going to have your laptop open, or maybe a QR code that scans to this landing page. So then any visitors at your open house, they're going to fill out this information, and it's going to plop it into Wise Agent automatically for you. And most of the time, what you do at these open houses, you have pen and paper, so you're manually entering people into your CRM, and then by that
mhm.
time you're tired and you don't even follow up with them right away.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
so with this, you're saving time with manually entering that information into your CRM, and you're being efficient with how soon you're connecting with these visitors at your open house. So, step one, create that landing page. Once that landing page is created, perfected, it looks pretty. This is, an example of how custom you can make your landing page. So, welcome to our open house, and this is the name of the property it's for, and then this is that
Mm,
quick, easy sign-in sheet. Sometimes you want to make it short and sweet and easy for someone to fill out. They submit their information, adds it into the CRM for you. Once
okay.
that, yeah. And then once that open house is created, you want to create a follow-up plan. So that's where the drip campaigns come into place. You go to the marketing menu, drip campaigns, and again, you don't have to create your own program from scratch. You can access our stock campaigns. So right here where it says stock campaigns, you're going to select Wise Agent stock campaigns. If you're under the lab code agents promo, there's content available in the system there as well. If I search open houses, it's going to show you the available open house drip campaigns built in Wise Agent. So right here,
Mm.
you'll already have a preview of the content that's in there, but it is customizable. So you can come into the system and edit the content that we've created for you, but we've done a lot of the heavy lifting, so you don't have to.
Okay, so I've got a question on that because if I go to the build the campaign, if I'm going to build it from scratch,
Mhm.
and I'm going to go to, let's say, Claude AI, and I'm going to say, "Hey, Claude, build me out a campaign for when somebody joins my newsletter," because you guys make it easy to do newsletters, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody's joining my newsletter, I want to have a sequence of 3 emails. And if I get their phone number, one text that goes out and says, "Thank you for joining the newsletter," blah, blah, blah. I grab those, and now how easy is it to put them in here from scratch? Can you show me just what that looks like without really inputting? I just want to see what it looks like because we had a few questions. How do you actually build the campaign
So a campaign
from
from
scratch?
scratch?
Yeah.
Yes, it's really easy from scratch too. So we're gonna, instead of doing stock campaign, same screen where you go to marketing over here on the left-hand side, drip campaigns, and then right from this drip campaign screen, we're gonna click on that green button where you can create your own custom campaign. And then from here, you give your campaign a name. So newsletter sign up. So on your website, if you have a newsletter sign up that your leads are, submitting their information on, you're able to create that here, that drip campaign follow up here. Then you can click on this plus sign and create your events. So you can say, I want an email for my first event, and how many days from start do you want that email to go out? And then you can add your follow-up event where it's a text message. So you can choose, a series of different event types to go out
Mm,
to your clients. Yeah, so it's really, really easy to
that's
use.
super
Yeah.
easy. Camilla, I love how you pivot so quickly when I ask you a question. You're like, I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
Yeah.
That's really good. Okay, so then this is super easy to build out. Now, you have templates. As you were doing this, I'm thinking one thing that almost everyone here should do is have a template that goes out maybe to your past clients, your sphere, that says happy Thanksgiving, happy
Yeah.
Valentine's, happy New Year's. You have a template for that. Can you show how to add the template to a
Yeah.
con?
Yeah, definitely. So, and we're speaking on the drip campaign side or just a simple one-off email to go out
It
to them?
would be a drip campaign so that it happens without me having to do it every single time.
Exactly. So once you save that holiday drip campaign that we already have here for you, it's as simple as just adding your contacts right here. There's a plus sign where it says add contacts. And then right from this screen, you can filter out your clients and select who you want to add to that drip campaign. So if you want to manually do it where you add them, that's the step that you would just take is just clicking right here next to that campaign name. You're just going to add that little silhouette of a client and say add contacts to that drip campaign. And like you mentioned,
Easy.
we have that campaign there for you already. And then you can see how many contacts you have on each drip campaign and each event as well.
Easy.
Yes,
I
super
thought
easy. Yeah, super easy there.
perfect. And
Um,
somebody says, Tanya says also birthday campaigns where an email goes to them on their birthday. I love that. Yep, yep. And Anna's asking, can we customize these templates that are already here?
Yes, you most certainly can. So let's say, a few of these events have already passed and you don't want the event, you can just click on delete event here and remove it. But if you want to actually customize the content within a specific event, you just click on this edit icon here, this pencil icon, and then you're able to go in there and make edits to this event. So maybe you want to add a little YouTube video in there, personalize it, and maybe a different image. You're able to change that here simply. And then all the emails that you send out are going to be branded with your signature and your company information. Yeah,
Easy.
very
Oh,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah,
You guys have really
yeah,
simplified this. So then let's pivot just a little bit because every time you bring up the newsletter, like there's a lot of excitement in the chat. And
okay.
somebody always says, wait, there's a newsletter? I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
there's an amazing newsletter. It's not just one, there's many choices. Can you
Yeah.
just give us a glimpse of that and how you think we should use that?
Yeah, definitely. So newsletters are also going to be a marketing tool. So that's going to be found under the marketing menu in your Wise Agent account and then under the content library. So the content library is where you're going to go to create a lot of reusable content. So any emails that you're going to be sending out, this is where if you wanted to have, let's say, an open house follow-up email template ready to go, this is where you would create it. This is also where you would go to access our monthly newsletter. So right from the screen here, you're going to click on this plus sign. Once you're on this plus sign, you can click stock content. And then from here, you're going to select the Wise Agent newsletter tab. And that's going to show you all of the available newsletters for you to edit. With our monthly newsletter, we release that on the 21st of each month. So the February
Mhm.
newsletter will become available January 21st. So it's easy to use. It's already designed for you. So there's not a lot of work that you have to do. But if you want to add, again, an image, a video, I always recommend any of the brokers and agents that I speak with, I always say customize that newsletter and add some local, like hyper local content where, hey, this is what's happening in Scottsdale, Arizona this weekend or this month, monthly
Mhm.
events that are happening. Because then now your readers, the recipients that are receiving your emails, they're going to look out for, hey, what's going on in the area this month? They're going to know that every newsletter that comes from Rachel Green is going to also give them some helpful insight on what's going on in their community. So customize these newsletters. It's done for you, but add a section in there. Simply just click on this little content box, drag it over where you want it to go, and this is how you could create that content.
All right, question, and I don't know the answer to this one, so I'm going to answer it first, and then you can tell me, Camilla.
Okay.
Uh, is this in different languages? Well, I would copy paste that, throw it into Claude, Gemini, or ChatGPT, have it translated, and then now it comes in different languages. Now, Camilla, does it
Yes.
come in different languages?
It comes in two different languages, English being one of them, and the other is Spanish. So most of the content that we generate is going to be in English and in Spanish. So the monthly newsletter is generated in Spanish as well. And then with our drip campaigns, so even with the lead automation, so when you're setting up your lead rules and following up instantly with your clients, you can also set up automated drip campaigns. So going back to marketing, drip campaigns, you can also access stock campaigns that are in Spanish as well. So English and Spanish campaigns are available through the system.
Easy. You know
Yes.
what's so cool about this is when you're showing it, it's way easier. It's intuitive. That's why I always love being inside of Wise Agents. Very intuitive and easy to use.
It is very easy to use. And if you're someone that is maybe not as quick to get the platform or it's not clicking right away, we have that 24/7 support and free online training that I always tell our members to take advantage of because our support staff is fully trained on the system. They're happy to collaborate with you and talk about best practices, but also just help you understand how to use the tools and how to be successful with the features that we offer.
That's true. It's very true. Nobody knows how great the customer service is until they actually use it. I think
Exactly.
a big differentiating factor at Wise Agent. You're right. You're right. I love.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Natisha, Wise Agent support staff are amazing. Yes, they are. I agree.
Thank you. Yeah, we're a pretty cool bunch. I think we do a great job too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if I want to automate, because we're talking automation, lead routing, we did lead routing, we did some automation. But what if I want to automate the newsletter so it happens automatically, all the new ones that are coming, right? Would you
Yeah,
recommend that, or do you want the user to pause, read it, and be like, okay, manually? Give me both.
yeah. So we definitely understand wanting to automate the process, and so you can automate it to a certain extent. I always say it's important to review the content that you're emailing out to your clients because if they text you and they're like, hey, I love that article about X, Y, and Z, and you're like, what are you talking about? I have no clue. It's because you didn't review the content that you sent to them. So you want to make sure that the emails that you're sending out to your clients, you've read through it, you agree with it, and you put your stamp of approval on it before sending it out to your database because again you're building that trust with them and you want to make sure the emails that you're sending to them align with your brand and the message you're wanting to convey. So that being said, although you can't just set it and forget it and say send the monthly newsletter out every month, what you can do is once the newsletter is generated on the 21st of each month of the month, you go in, you preview it, you say, hey, I like it, I give it a good thumbs up. You can then come in here to schedule it to go out at a specific date and time. So right here, for example, with our January newsletter, I'm going to go ahead and click on that email option here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to redirect me to the bulk emailing page where you can send out your emails to your clients. I can filter it out by that category. Again, you're segmenting your audience here by that newsletter category because you know who you want to send it to. And again, you've already set that up in your lead rules that everyone who comes in from Facebook ads is getting added to that monthly newsletter category anyways.
Right.
So right here from this screen, you're going to select that category. Then down below here, you're able to schedule it out. So you're going to click send schedule. You're going to say send to all contacts in search, and then you're going to choose when you want to send out that newsletter. So on the 21st of the month, when February becomes available, you can still schedule it to go out the first week of February. So you can schedule that, and
Perfect.
then you're able to keep track of the reports of when those emails were completed, if they were opened, and the engagement that you had on your email. So you are able to track that here on the completed stats.
I love it. All right.
Yeah.
As you're looking at this, I want, now let me go back to us here. I want all of you to think, out of all of the things I can automate and create inside of Wise Agent, I want you to start thinking where most of your business comes from. Does it come from past clients? Does it come from events that you do? Does it come from online, like for us, online in Sphere? Does it come from your newsletters, open houses, wherever it comes from? That's where you start and say, got it. I need to create a lead routing for that source. And then some automations. And that's
Yeah.
where you start. Don't overcomplicate it and be like, well, I don't have online leads. This is not going to work for me. I'm like, great. No, that's not how you think about it. Right. So what she showed right here will work for anything that you've got. You just have to apply it to your business.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
And if you, yeah. And if you're someone who is like, I need to get more leads, and you're looking for ways to acquire more online leads, we have a really great tool that is coming out. We haven't really talked about it. It's I know you mentioned that Brandon gave you a little sneak peek, and
Mhm.
we haven't really started marketing it just yet, but it's gonna be something where on the back end of your website, we're able to add technology where now you can really see who's visiting your website, who's browsing through certain pages, looking at your listing pages, your about page. And then from that activity, then we're able to capture that leads information and pull it into your database for you. So Wise Agent Leads is going to be able to reveal those website visitors that are on your site, those warm leads. And that's a great starting point there. And you'd be able to follow up with them with the plans that we have in the system, the follow-up plans that we have in the system. And here's an example of just some of the information that you can pull from that. So this is a lead that was on a website here. You can click to view that lead's information, and it's going to give you all of the technology on the back end is able to pull, that lead's name, their contact info, their address, equity on the home that they have, potential offers that you can send to that lead as
That's
well. And
crazy.
then you can see, yeah, what site they were visiting. So what landing page on your website. And you can also see, if you're somebody who wants to see their actual activity through your website, you'll be able to see that as well. So those leads are captured on your website and then sent into your CRM. So then you can instantly start following up with them right away through the lead rules and through those follow-up plans that we have for you. And like I mentioned, we have an actual drip campaign set up specifically for website visitors. So if you don't know how to really engage with them or what to say, we already have that built out for you in the system.
Yeah, you don't have to overthink it. To me, I was like, wait a second, is
Yeah.
this real, Brandon? How the hell did you do this?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I did see a question about, is this on any website? Is it GoDaddy? It could be on a website that we build for you, because we build websites. So we have custom IDX websites. So if you're interested in that, or if you have your website that you've already built out through GoDaddy and you just want to set up the leads on your website, we can definitely set up a call and get you started on that as well.
Great. This is awesome. Yeah, and look,
Yeah,
wait till you actually see it and see the leads coming through, and then you're reaching out. It gets crazy. It gets
it
crazy.
does. Yeah.
All right, everybody, take a look at this. If you're not with Wise Agent, jump in 14-day trial. We put the link in there. We had the banner up. If you miss it, just go to Wise Agent. Just visit Wise Agent. You'll get it. There it is. Just scan it with a QR code. It'll take you to it. And if you are using it, go watch this again on YouTube, slow it down, and put a lead routing process that you know you need. Put that into play this weekend. Camilla, you're always
Definitely.
great. Thank you for pivoting and shifting
Of
with all the
course.
questions. You're very good at
Anytime.
this.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, everybody. Have an awesome day.